So in my last video, I mostly talked about the difference in experience, muscle memory wise, body wise, with skiing versus snowboarding. And in this video, I wanted to talk a bit more about why I decided to, at least for the time being, switch from skiing to snowboarding. Um, and I think one of the main reasons for it is, um, the whole time that I was skiing growing up, as much as I did enjoy it. I really enjoyed it. I really liked skiing growing up. It was a lot of fun. Um, it was a great experience. Um, but while I was doing that, I also uh, I was noticing and observing the snowboarders on the hills at the resorts that we'd go to. The primary resort that I experienced growing up was Winter Place up in West Virginia, which I still think is, in my opinion, from what I've experienced thus far. I mean, obviously there's better, potentially better mountain resorts elsewhere. A lot of good ones over on the West Coast, especially. Um, but here on the East Coast, when I've experienced it, I have enjoyed the most myself is Winter Place in West Virginia, and I I was I don't know I was found the idea of snowboarding kind of cool and interesting and unique, different. Um, and I don't know. I guess in a way, I was kind of jealous a little bit of the snowboarders. Jealous of the experience. I I I wanted the chance to experience it myself, try it out. It's kind of what I'm all about as a person is I always enjoy trying different things and learning more about myself, what I'm capable of, what I can do. Um, and so yeah, um, I mean, not only from a perspective of you know seeing them go down the hill and stuff was interesting and unique, as it's obviously different from skiing a little bit. I don't know. I kind of thought the attire was kind of uh, fun. Um, I just every time I'd see a snowboarder, they always seem to have such unique and um, I don't know. I guess in a way you could say artistic style of clothing. There was always just this. Uh, I guess you could call it hipster vibe to them, that I really liked and envied a little bit. Um, and like it just sort of, I'd always feel this vibe of like they weren't afraid to get a little rough with what they did. Because snowboarding definitely you can definitely get a little rough with snowboarding. Um, Obviously being mindful of respectful to others. You need to be respectful of others and be mindful of their experience as well, because it's just part of being a decent human being, living in a society with other people. Um, so there's definitely an edginess to it, that I sort of felt from it, from seeing them, and I wanted to experience that for myself. Um, and also, like, um, the boots from skiing to snowboarding. I mean, those snowboard boots, in my opinion, felt a lot more comfortable. A lot more comfortable. It's like wearing a heavily cushioned and thick pair of hiking boots. Um, because in a way, that's kind of what they're like, I guess. With ski boots, you literally have a very stiff um, boot with primarily plastic outer shell. At least I think it's plastic. I'm not exactly sure the material. That it could be polycarbonate for all I know. I'm not really sure, but they're very stiff boots for skiing, and they're typically you have the clamps or the yeah, I think they're called clamps with the ski boots, and they're very stiff boots. Um, it was always so weird, kind of walking in them. Like it obviously kind of felt a bit unnatural. Like I guess a walking while feeling like a statue in a sense, because how stiff it was. Um, Whereas snowboard boots, they feel a lot more freeing and easy to walk in, more natural, um, and a lot more comfortable. Um, at least for me. And uh, so those are the primary reasons why initially I felt an interest in switching from skiing to snowboarding. And that's not to say that I will never go back to skiing, because I definitely have an interest in going back to skiing at some point. But I just like I said before, I want to experience something new. I want to try something different, expand my expertise, my abilities, and just have a little fun with it. And conveniently, I came across a snowboard at a local Goodwill to me years ago that I found at a really good price, and luckily for me, it ended up being in my size. So I just the moment I saw it, I was like, and found out that it was the right size for me, height wise and stuff, length I guess, length to height ratio type deal. Um, I was like, this is like a sign saying that it's meant to be, and I should go for it. And it's been a positive experience thus far. Obviously, I um, still got a lot to learn, and still falling quite a bit as I'm learning, as I mentioned in my last video. But it's a good experience, and um, I'm looking forward to learning more about it and getting better at it when I get the chance. That's those are the main reasons why I pretty much switched from skiing to snowboarding. Um, but I'm open to different things. So yeah. Um, and before I end this video, I also just wanted to mention that if anyone you know has any questions based on my experiences, or any advice regarding snowboarding that they want to share, or curiosities regarding snowboarding, um, then please let me know. I enjoy the idea of having conversations with people, expanding knowledge, understanding, awareness, um, and if there's other things you'd like to know, just let me know. If there's, yeah, I guess that's about it. Yeah.